Cynthia, I'm trying to show up for my wife in a more masculine way. I want her to be attracted to me automatically. But what if she's just not inspired by my passion or my masculine direction?
Yeah, that I would imagine is very painful. You, as a man, are wanting the mission in you, the energy of your own passion and drive in you to light her up, to bring her life, to turn her on. And it feels like no matter what you do to invite her towards you, to open her towards you, to even get her out of her own funk, she's collapsed in on herself. And I would say that that happens to a woman, to the feminine, when she's given up on or has never been connected to her own truest desires, her wants, her yearnings. Because really, for a woman, that's the energy that opens her, that makes her receptive to the world, that makes her receptive to you. And so, right now, her own collapse, her own disbelief in those inner stirrings of herself, or even that they could be met or quenched, that's what's shutting her down from you at the moment. And because she can't feel the passion of her feminine, it is really hard for her to open and be receptive to the passion and the mission and the power of your masculinity.
Cynthia, is it possible that she just doesn't want to be turned on sexually with me right now?
He, that could totally be possible. And I say that comes from a place of ache in my heart and in my guts when I say that, because it's not like her turning off the sexual faucet or being turned on to you is a choice made lightly. A lot of times women will shut off the sensual sexual part of themselves as a way to cope with disappointment or anger or frustration. And it feels to them like a protective device. If I protect my body, then I won't feel vulnerable, or I won't feel pain, or I won't feel disappointment. And so right now, she's desperately clinging on to how can she feel strong? How can she feel totally owning of her own self? And it really is indicative to a deeper stirring in her that is struggling or starving, or has just found that it's so much easier just to shut off her own vital force in her body.
And Cynthia, what will it look like? What will I see when she may begin to open to me again or may want my masculine leadership?
Yeah, the signs of opening in a woman in the feminine can be so subtle and small. And I think that's why a lot of women closed down, because they felt like their subtleness has been lost or disregarded on purpose or by accident. So, signs that she's opening up to you again, you might catch her glancing at you across the kitchen when she thinks you're unaware. Signs of opening include actual energy moving through her body. So she might take a deep sigh in your presence. Even a softening of her face can be a sign. It's these little moments in her eyes or in her mouth, in her body language that I know feel incredibly complicated and incredibly detailed, but they're so important and they mean so much to her.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.